Assalamualaikum and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 2 of Digital Skills Week at the Malaysia Tech Month 2021. We're coming to you live virtually. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Hashrul and I'll be your host for the day. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome all of you here this fine morning, 17th of August. We look forward to some items and discussions on the careers in software development as well as data science. So I'd like to thank everybody in attendance for taking your time off to join us on this virtual platform for us to connect even in these unpredictable times. So for those just tuning in this week, let's bring you up to speed. The Malaysia Tech Month 2021, also known as MTM 2021, is launched by the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation throughout the month of August as a virtual month-long curation of electrifying digital and technology keynotes, workshops, discussion panels, and business matching sessions. It features distinguished groups of local and international industry speakers and investors to share their expert thoughts and experiences in the 4IR-driven digital economy. MTM 2021 will see exciting programs that allow the spotlight to be shown upon digital ecosystem leaders and creators, leading-edge companies, as well as talents, enabling all stakeholders to discover new perspectives on domestic and global trends in artificial intelligence, drone tech, data analytics, fintech, Islamic fintech, e-commerce, ag tech, creative games and animation, and not forgetting digital workforce. Before I move on, allow me to convey some housekeeping guidelines. Number 1, any questions for our speakers, you may submit them via the Q&A comment box. Number 2, meeting and chat rooms are available for attendees for your networking experience. Number 3, please complete the survey after each session for us to continuously serve you better. And last but not least, number 4, should you require any technical assistance, please chat with the admin on the virtual platform. Thank you. Without further ado, join me in welcoming the first panel discussion to start this morning in a session entitled The Careers in Software Development under the Employer Track Number 1. Moderating this session is Sofia Akmal Bakar, Senior Manager Digital Talent Pipeline K-12 Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation. Sofia comes with 20 years of experience in technology and education for K-12 and has contributed to the development and implementation of the Smart School flagship programs for over 10 years. She's also been involved strategically with the Ministry of Education Malaysia to transform schools towards innovating teaching and learning and other programs to support the implementation of the Smart School initiatives nationwide. With that, over to you, Sofia.
Hi, thank you, Astro. Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. Welcome to our session today. Software development is a booming career sector now in Malaysia. Practically every company now has a team of software engineers working away to build and maintain the technology behind every app, website, or program that enables a company to interact with their customers, provide them with a service or process their purchases or activities. So what software development careers are there in the market? If I'm interested in this career, what courses and skills do I need? And where and how can I enroll in those courses, right? So in this session, we shall have presentation from our distinguished and prominent speakers from the hiring companies and also the training provider, whom I believe shall enrich our insights and knowledge regarding careers in software development. Welcome to the speakers. We have Ms. Joon Teoh, CEO for Agus Asia Sdn Bhd. We have Mr. Chuah Huai, CEO Infra Mobile Digital Sdn Bhd. We have Mr. Vimalchandru, Head of Operations Innovation, EXA Affin General Insurance Berhad. And last but not least, we have Dato Eric Khoo, Executive Director, iTrain Malaysia. Welcome to all our distinguished speakers. So without further ado, I would like to welcome our first speaker, Ms. Joon Teoh. Ms. Joon is a global business services and a finance expert, and she is currently the CEO of Agus Asia, firm specializing in assisting companies jumpstart the setup and implementation of shared services and in automation and robotics process automation, RPA initiatives. So Ms. Joon holds a Bachelor of Science Economics in Accounting and Finance from the London School of Economics, and she is also a fellow chartered accountant of Institute of Chartered Accountant England and Wales and Chartered Accountant of Malaysian Institute of Accountants. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Joon Teoh, CEO of Argus Asia. Ms. Joon, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Sofia. Hi, good morning, everyone. Lovely to be able to spend Tuesday morning with you. And I'm very excited to be able to share Argus Asia and also the career opportunities we have. Now, what I'm going to share is probably a little bit different compared to other organizations that's looking to hire tech talent, because Argus Asia is actually a consulting firm. My background is being a CFO and finance director. And what we do is we actually provide consulting services, and we are a consulting firm empowered by technology. That's the difference that we have versus others. And what we do is we focus in applying the technology for our clients. Now, I do believe that there's already quite a lot of technology solutions out there. I think on a weekly basis, there's so many new solutions, but the issue is how do we make sense of it? How do we apply it, especially to each enterprise and corporate? And that's where Argus Asia comes in. Right. So Argus stands for a grain of sand, yeah, and I hope you remember that. So basically what we do is we nurture organizations empowered by technology to become a pearl one day. That's our logo, right? The pearl. And essentially we focus in being a transformation partner for our clients, focusing on finance, procurement, and HR processes. There are four main areas that we do. The first one is more on consulting, and that is in terms of setting up and expanding financial services. I think about a week ago, within Malaysia Tech Month, there is a panel discussion about global business services, and that is the area that Argus primarily works in helping new GBS and financial services to set up. And when they set up, the processes would be enabled by technology to ensure and automated ways of working, especially in this current pandemic situation. But the two other areas that I want to focus on to speak to you about in terms of what Argus offers is actually on technology evaluation and implementation, being the second part. And that is definitely a growing part of our business, where especially with the pandemic, we are seeing a lot of requests and a lot of demand in terms of robotics process automation, and also other parts of automation such as workflow automation, optical character recognition. So what we do in Argus is we would evaluate what is required, and we would then look at what are the technology solutions that's available for the enterprise, and we would also implement, and in some cases, we would do the development as well. So Argus also does the development of robotics process automation, and hence our requirement for the talent in software development and also in computer science, which I will touch on later. We also focus on shared services competency, where we feel it is important to be able to assess the competency of a finance talent within the people, process, and technology pillar. And Argus has created a finance competency tool, which is web-based and would allow talent in financial services to be able to assess which level they are, and also to compare and benchmark with others in the industry. This is also an area that we require talent in software development to be working with us, and I would be sharing with you in terms of the job scope later. Yeah. And lastly, because we believe that it is important to share and learn, especially in this fast-paced technological innovation era, we organize sessions and platforms such as the Argus GBS Summit to enable practitioners in the financial services to be able to share and learn. And our focus is really more on technology adoption. Okay. Now, who are our clients? most of our clients are the multinationals within Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 companies, and there are also some local companies as well. But our focus is really more on the foreign organizations that come to Malaysia and be able to set up and expand financial services in Malaysia. So what's the day in the life of a talent in Agos? As I mentioned just now, the focus is really in terms of understanding business requirements very well, and then it would be then evaluation of what technology is applicable, and then implementation. And I'm proud to say that that is one thing that we do well, because we understand the requirement, but we also make sure at the end we deliver. And delivery is definitely a very important factor for us to ensure that we are able to bring the solution to be embedded within the organization, including the change management aspects as well. Yeah. So in terms of the aspects of technology that's been used, you can see here, robotics process automation is a big focus, as well as software development. We also do process mining, as well as visualization to ensure organizations to be able to obtain financial insights in real time to help in their decision making. These are the roles that we have, software development, RPA. So do have a look at this within the job portal, which you can access to. There'll be more information in there. And we welcome computer science graduate, IT graduates, even better if you have finance and IT. And I think that is really a hybrid skill set that we would really be interested to look at. So do apply, and then we'll be very happy to speak to you. I think one benefit I want to highlight is working with Agos means that you not only work within your technical pillar, but you will be able to have an end-to-end view of the business process, and you'll be coached and mentored by finance directors or CFOs or head of financial services. They have the overall business experience. So if you like to have the end-to-end and more strategic view, as well as opportunity to sharpen your technical and technology skills, then come and talk to us. Yeah. And lastly, let's have a conversation. These are some photos of us, and in terms of the events and also activities that we have organized. So look forward to speaking to you more, and happy to answer questions that you may have. Thank you. Thank you, Sofia.
Thank you, Ms. Joon. Quite interesting presentation. I think you are the technology consultants who offers, services to business to leverage of digital technology and introducing innovation, right, into business systems. So with that, we can have efficient process in place, and business can scale in productivity and also profitability rate. So, this can allow business have more room for expansion, right? Okay.
That's right.
Thank you very much for the presentation. So, okay, so now let's invite our second speaker, Mr. Chuah Huijie. Chuah is a tech to property person. By having a software engineer background and a master degree in technology management, have allowed him to assist property industry in digital transformation adoption process by implementing the PropTech, property technology. He has led the development of Pro Sales solution to provide the best end-to-end PropTech solution for property industry to transform their property buying and delivery journey in a unique, fully virtual, highly trustable and transparent experience. So now let's hear from Mr. Chuah. Mr. Chuah, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Chuah, the CEO of Infra Digital. Okay, I'm very honored to be invited here to share on the career of the software development. Okay, just a little bit brief about our company background. Okay, we are an MSc status company that provide the PropTech, which is the property technology solution to the construction and property development industry. Okay, our our software, okay, our software process is one of the finest PropTech solution that changed the journey of the property buying into a very unique and highly transparent experience. And our tagline is where the property meets real technology. We actually implement the latest and the cutting edge technology into our solution to serve the industry and our clients better. Okay, and also amid to the current pandemic crisis, we actually explore and expand our business into e-commerce. Okay, our highly effective e-commerce platform, big2bazaar.com, is not only a live stream property sales, but it's also a shopping platform to sell the beauty, healthcare, fashion, household, and even the electronic products online. Okay, and besides that, we also providing the live stream training, the technical assistant and consultant to various buyer and also the seller. Okay, yeah, we diversify our business to cater to the market's current needs and also the requirements today. Okay, so basically this is our company background. We actually come with a PropTech solution and also a e-commerce solution. Okay, what makes the technology actually expanding so fast today? Okay, one is simply because that the technology doesn't have any border. If you have an internet, you can basically do a lot of things at any time, at anywhere. And this is where the ideas of our process solution came from. We provide the online property sales buying and the management system that allows the property developer can even sell their property online. And besides that, we adopt the different type of the new technologies such as the fintech, the financial technology in the loan processing and also the online payment for the property booking, the legal tech, okay, the legal technology in the digital and the e-signing when you sign the agreement and also the booking form. Okay, and also some of the latest technology like the business intelligence, the big data analytic in generating different kind of the sales dashboard in our solution today. Okay, and the talented software developer actually is in high demand, especially in the IT industry today. Okay. So the software developer who is focusing on learning the right programming language and the soft skill set can actually take their career in a range of direction. And currently, we are actually looking for the talent in the property, in the mobile apps developer that is experienced in writing the hybrid coding. Which is the React Native that you actually just writing a set of the coding, but you can actually apply it into the iOS or the Android. Okay, and for the software engineering that we are currently looking for is there's experience in the C# and the ASP.NET framework. So if you guys are interested on what we do, just scan on the QR code and fill in the form now. Okay, and another platform which is the big2bazaar.com is actually a live stream online platform. Okay, the only thing that today doesn't change is actually change, especially during this digital era, during this COVID-19 pandemic period. Everyone is changing, especially along with the marketing and the buying behavior online, where everyone is actually using the virtual method to communicate, even that they're buying their things online. Like even today, we are actually communicating between each other by using the virtual method. Okay, hence like today for the live streaming, actually it's not a trend anymore, and it's even not a new normal, but it's a part of our future. And we do have an online live stream platform that helps to close the gaps between the buyer and seller. And now this is the best time for you to make your dream, as we have built the stage for you to broadcast your talent. Like other than the technical position like the software engineer and also the mobile developer, we are actually also looking for a talented multimedia position. Such as the live streamer, the content writer, and also the video editor, which will helps you guys to create the content online. Okay. Yeah, just curious. If let's say you guys are very curious about the working culture in the Infra Mobile Digital, at here we believe that in creating the kind of the workplace and also the company culture that will allow all of our team members to feel worthy of their abilities, which means that you are actually able for our company culture, we actually allows you to contribute everything or anything that you are going to do on your abilities and also your talent. We remind them that there's no idea is being too radical. We just simply create the condition for them to exercise it. Okay.
As junior digital marketing. I'm in the company, my superior gives support, training, and encourage me to explore new knowledge skills. This helps me grow fast and become a senior digital marketing within 2 years. I have given opportunity to build my career company. Now I'm head of digital marketing. This year I have Infra mobile digital to gain award and recognition. Other than case, I also have fun colleagues. I have been awarded vacation to Hong Kong, Macau, and Bali. Company with colleagues. Work as a team. Let's join our team.
I think the video is breaking, Mr. Chuah.
Yeah. I think your
Yes,
video
you
is
can
breaking.
just explain. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, for our company culture, we actually do provide them. At our company, actually, we do practicing. I always tell my team member that actually the technical skill is actually not the real problem today, but actually the good attitude is what we are actually looking for. And also that based on the if let's say just based on the video, we actually trying to deliver one thing is that doesn't matter that if let's say you are people that doesn't have a too much skill or very skillful people, but actually what we are trying to let the employer know that actually if let's say you are willing to learn and us as an employer, we are willing to train, then this is the thing that we are the attitude that we want today. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Saya Zajis. Dua perkara yang saya boleh rangkumkan untuk pengalaman saya bekerja di sini adalah yang pertama sekali adalah daripada segi rakan sekerja dan juga superior. Yang kedua adalah dari segi opportunity yang telah diberikan. Okey, jadi kita berbalik kepada poin saya yang pertama iaitu rakan sekerja dan juga superior yang mana mereka sentiasa memberikan kata-kata semangat dan juga impak positif sepanjang saya bekerja di sini. Okey, yang kedua pula adalah dari segi opportunity yang telah diberikan. Bermula dari sekadar eksekutif biasa, saya telah diberikan peluang untuk menjadi konsultan, telah diberikan peluang menjadi trainer dan sekarang ini saya telah diberikan peluang yang baru untuk menjadi live streamer. Jadi itu sahaja daripada saya.
Yeah, okay. So basically what Aslan is trying to deliver is actually inside our company, we will actually find the so-called, we call it as the best position for you. Although that like for Aslan, actually before he was a live streamer in our company, he actually was a consultant. A project or the product consultant in our company, but we found that actually Aslan he got the talent like to do the live stream, to talk in front of the people, talk in front of the media, and this is why that we create the stage and also provide the opportunity to him so that he can actually go further and also maybe jump out of his traditional career path. Right, so basically, this is the thing that I would like to share with you guys about what our company culture and what is the inspirational words from our team today. Okay, and last but not least, if you guys are interested to know more on what we do or what we provide or on our solution, just follow our social media platform or just have a look on our website for the more details. Okay, and if you are looking for a challenging job and also you are passionate on the technology, and so still have the talent and we have the stage and a good opportunity, just send in your application through the QR code or even through the email to join our team today. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Chuah. Wow. Nowadays, streamer can make a living. So I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
I know that in China and Taiwan, live streaming is very important, very popular,
Yeah.
Yeah, they are like celebrity. So live streaming is kind of the key trend now. I think because increasing range of brands and people trying streaming, the effort to boost reach and audience engagement, right, more effectively. Yeah. So very interesting. Thank you, Chuah.
Yeah, thank you, Sofia.
Thank you. Right. Okay, next, I would like to welcome our third speaker, Mr. Vimalchandru. So Mr. Vimal is the head of Operations Innovation Department within the Technology and Operations Division in AXA Affin General Insurance Berhad. He brings with him over 13 years of experience in operational excellence and robotic process automation in the financial sector. He has been instrumental in driving operational excellence across key areas within the organization, such as customer service, search engine, and social media. So Mr. Vimal is also a certified Lean Six Sigma belt, a black belt practitioner, and is passionate about coaching others to master the Lean Six Sigma and other problem-solving tools. Again, please welcome Mr. Vimal. Mr. Vimal, over to you.
Very good morning to everyone. A quick introduction. I'm from AXA Affin General Insurance Berhad. And then, so I think everyone have a question, right? So what is insurance market doing with digital? What are we doing with software currently? So how am I going to get the job sustainability in software market in insurance? How are we doing? Let me quickly introduce what is our background, AXA. So this is our motto, act of human progress, act of human by protecting what is matter. So this is our main motto that we carry in AXA. So we have crossed to 1.5 million customers as of 2021, even during the pandemic. AXA incorporated in Malaysia 45 years ago. Still, we are strong in the market. We are one of the fastest growing general insurance company in Malaysia and leader in medical and also health service. We also offers comprehensive financial solution for individuals and business in all areas in general insurance. And we are named International General Insurer of the Year for the 5 consecutive years as of 2020. We have over than 800 employees and we have 23 offices nationwide. We also have 5,000 agent brokers, franchises, and also bank partners. Our offers, basically on the products, we support on the personal insurance, health insurance, business insurance, and also commercial insurance. Right. So it is pandemic now, right? So everyone knows that this is a pandemic. And then what has AXA achieved? Or how are we going to get secured with this pandemic, and how are we going to secure? So if we look at AXA pre-pandemic, we are also named as AXA named to be Employee of the Choice. AXA is recognized for HR innovation and excellence. AXA empowers 3 Malaysian SMEs to take control with RM 300,000 worth of cash and prizes. And what happened during the pandemic, we are awarded, still AXA is awarded for its outstanding employee experience. AXA won 4 prestigious HR awards, HRD Congress, Malaysia Best Employee Brand 2020 for the 5 consecutive years. HRD Congress Most Influential HR Leaders Award 2020. We Care HR Asia Most Caring Company Award 2020. And also Best Company to Work in Asia 2020 award. So this is what AXA have actually achieved. So when people ask me, right, when I joined AXA, is it safe? What is the market that I need to join during this pandemic? So most of these, factors, these key areas got actually impacted. For example, transportation. When we said about tourists, yes, a lot of tourism got impact. Is it safe for me to join insurance? So when I did analysis, I told my juniors that it is not about the industry you have to worry about. Even AXA is about not even a banking, not even direct finance. It's about insurance. People may choose to get the insurance. People may not choose to get the insurance. But what is making us to grow in the market is actually digital. Whatever platform currently surviving during the pandemic, it's digital, right? So people are nowadays sitting at home, buying the insurance, servicing the insurance, claiming the insurance. Everything is during this pandemic is via digital, right? So from the TNO standing point of representative, so I am presenting these positions available in AXA. We are investing a lot of effort in robotic process automation, cloud, investing into cloud, project management in digital solution, platform architect, and also process re-engineering with automation. With my expertise in continuous improvement, Lean and Six Sigma, it is a blend in the culture where we drive automation. Automation that we are investing now, not on the process, we have actually evolved into system automation. We have crossed to 150 robots currently working during the pandemic. We are matured in the market, right? So Agile, Lean and Six Sigma, Kaizen, PDCA, all these are blended with our organization and also in our ecosystem. There is no challenge for us to reinvest or study this. This is a practice. So those who are working with us, doesn't matter it's HR, doesn't matter it's finance, doesn't matter it's operation, doesn't matter it is more branch agency. All of us are trained with this kind of skill set, and we are venturing into automation of deploying everything into digital, end-to-end into digital, right? So what are the towers that we are looking into currently? The towers that we have is more on architecture, designing, enterprise architecture design. So here we support more on designing the solution. Automation and delivery is more on my capability, where I am directly hiring this candidate. I need more people, invest into automation. Right now, for a background, if we go to the ground in AXA, 80% of the employees, doesn't matter who they are, start from the executive level up to head, most of them are trained with basic automation design, and they are able to deliver simple automation. We are that matured. Complicated automation will come to my area of expertise. But what I'm saying is currently, like, we are using automation as an Excel into our daily operation. People can just go and develop their own bots. We are empowering people into such manner, right? And we also have a project management team. It's not an ordinary project management team. This project management team mostly handle digital solution, meaning how are we going through system integration with API integration and involving automation. And also we have a process engineer, even a process engineer in our organization currently practicing architecture, automation, and also project management kind of manner into digital solution. So without wasting our time, I always welcome all the juniors, seniors to apply with us to get joined. I am more than eager to see all of you working close with me in future. With that, I would say thank you to give me a great opportunity to present in this forum.
Thank you, Mr. Vimal. I think all sectors now, everything shift towards digitalization. I know that in insurance, artificial intelligence also play a significant role in changing insurance industry. So I've read that insurance also use smart tools, for insurance buyers, given insurers access to clients' personal information. So this allow insurers to serve them with tailor-made policies. I think globally, everything has been shift towards digitalization, right? Thank you, Mr. Vimal, for that insightful info. of the insurance industry. So now let's invite our last speaker, Dato Eric Khoo. Briefly, Dato Eric Khoo is the Executive Director of iTrain Group. So Dato also has been in the business of revolutionizing talent development in the ASEAN region for over 2 decades. Dato Eric is also the co-founder of iTrain Asia, a regional digital tech certification body that is currently rolling out its industry-validated certification trainings to individuals, corporates, and academic institutions throughout 26 countries in the Asia. It has trained and certified more than 100,000 professionals to date. So Dato is also co-founder Asia Developer Academy, which aim to harness the finest coding talent in Asia to serve the ongoing digital revolution. Dato is also the co-founding partner of 1337, which is the accelerator and early stage venture capital firm in Southeast Asia, focused on scaling startups from idea to being valued as a multi-million-dollar company in less than 10 months. Wow, very impressive. So let's hear Dato Eric.
Thank you, Sofia. Hi, morning, everyone. I think I'm from the provider side, training provider side. So all of you heard about the job opportunity, right, from all the employers here. If you are not ready or you don't have the skill, you don't need to worry, because we are here to help, right? So we actually partner with different agencies, including MDEC, right, to provide the training as well as the job placement. So how we start, since we talk about software development, this is how we started, right, from many years ago, right? So our company actually started in 2005, right? From 2011, we have an opportunity to work with MDEC to actually start to create the first group of mobile app developer in Malaysia. So those days, we have a challenge is like when you actually switch on your mobile phone, not many apps has been, or games is being developed by Malaysians. Right, so our task here is to work with MDEC to create the first 200 Android developer, as well as the first 200 iOS developer. So from this icon app project, we managed to create a total about 400 mobile app developers in Malaysia, as well as publish their app into the App Store and Google Play. So then we see this opportunity. Then we have been doing this all the while, up to the level which is like train, or what we call reskill a non-tech graduate as a software developer. So you can see the second picture, right, which is taken in 2017 on the press release. We actually managed to train non-tech graduate, including account, finance, as well as the our extreme case, a Grab driver to become a software developer. So this is something that like we have done. So when we're doing all these trainings for the software developer, we discovered that like many are quite slow in or low level in mathematics as well as the science. So we think of like it should be even better if, let's say, we start with the kids. So that's why we established iTrain Kids coding school. So this is the one which is like we actually allow kids to expose to coding, so that they will actually fall in love with mathematics and science earlier. So hopefully we have more talents to go into the STEM field, so that we can actually fill the gap of the lack of digital talent in this country. And we move on to this vocational kind of trainings, right? Which is, this is something also later I'll explain more how we work with MDEC on this one, right? To actually move those graduates or even like undergrad into the software development jobs. Of course, on iTrain is the professional training for company. So this is more focused on the employee digital empowerment. iTrain Asia is the certification body registered with Singapore government. right? So this is where we actually expand to the 26th country in Asia to work with different country government to help their talent development, especially in digital. So now, since we train so many software developers, not all of them, they want to have a career, right? Some of them, they want to have their own venture into a startups. That's why we established 137 Venture. This is the startup, our startup unit to help the software developer into entrepreneurships. We even register ourselves as a venture capital, as well as we have the ECF license in Malaysia to help them to raise fund, right? Because it's like those people venture into the startup, right? They need to have fund to sustain. So this is our organizations to build the ecosystem within the Asia itself. So this one just to show the program that we have, right? We have mobile blockchain all the way to cybersecurity. And lately we launched a micro degree. I will explain more about this, like how this one can help you if you are not a tech graduate, to help you into the tech jobs, right? And lately also we launched the design thinking certifications. So this is where we come from. We focus on vendor neutral and industry validated programs. So we run this, as I mentioned, program in 26 countries through our authorized training partner and academy partner, right, in Asia itself. So we also partner with international digital credential provider, iTrain, to issue the digital certs, right, to any of our students who pass the exam. So you can actually own these certifications for life, and your employer can actually check whether your certification is valid or not through online, right? So this is the beauty of our certifications. So this is, as I promised, right? We actually partner with a university called AU. Why we do that? Because when we start this kind of vocational programs, right? So we actually have a lot of parents, which is like they cannot understand, right? When we actually went to the education fair, right? Many parents do not understand like how this program works. It's like, you know, some in Malaysia, we actually have up to 70% of the secondary school level, right, might not have chance to go into the tertiary studies, right? So we actually want to use this one to help them to join the tech career. So that's why we actually work with a university to give more confidence to the parents, because the parents don't actually understand the new way of education. So we have a partnership with the university to provide this program. And the good thing with AU is that their cert is recognized in 35 countries, right? Because the university is built under the Asia Collaboration Dialogue. So this is where we launch the program. So we intend to actually reskill, right, up to 1,000 teacher specialists by year 2022, right, to tech job, right? So if you are not the tech graduate, don't need to worry, because everyone stands a chance to work in the tech field, right? And on the right-hand side is the program that we launched together with MDEC, HRDF, including the university, BCom, as well as MQA. So this is the process, how we make this thing work, right? So there are many of these programs earlier before, it's like we train the school leaver, or we train the fresh graduate, right? Sometimes they work in the job, then less than 6 months they resign. So in the global statistics actually show that like many of these fresh graduate, the first job, right, they all leave within 6 months. So we have been experimenting for many years. This kind of program we actually run more about 10 years really, right? So the secret is this, like we have a psychometric test. You can see the first one on the screening, right? We provide a psychometric test. We're helping the employer to actually do the filtering. So this one, what we do is like, because not everyone that we train want to work as a software developer, right? Sometimes people say software developer is like a boring job because you stay in the back room and all these things. So you need to have that kind of characteristics, right? So this is psychometric test to ensure to increase the chance of the employee who stay with you, right? And also increase the chance of the job seeker to actually work for a job for longer terms, right? So after the screening process, we will move on to onboarding. Now, this is very important because you need to understand the jobs. So we actually arrange the job seeker to actually meet up with the team leads of the employer, right? And before even actually start the class, we actually provide the e-learning to get all these students up to pace. Because in the class itself, it's like, we don't want to teach you about the definitions of AI and all these things, right? We want you to learn about the real world projects, right? And then at the end of the days, right, we actually give a 1 year free maintenance for the employer, because nowadays, due to the fast of digital transformations, right, your skill will obsolete very fast. To be honest, it's like if you are involved in blockchain AI, right, every half year there's a new skill is needed. So this is the way that we ensure employer will have a peace of mind if let's say work with us. If any of these skill is obsolete, you can send back to us and we will do the free upgrade for your talent, right? And after the first year, we'll give 30% off for the next 5 years itself, right? And of course, this one we're working with our employment partner. So you can see become McCulture in Indonesia, WOBB in Malaysia. This is the way we get our graduate exposed to more job opportunity, right? So not only this organization we work with, we also work with the employer directly. So later on, I will show you the example how we work with the employer directly and get this candidate into the job. So that means it's like we can have kind of a guaranteed jobs if the people join the programs.
I work as a developer for Jupyter Lab, and my new task is hosting a cloud server. Most of my time is me learning programming language and understanding source code in Jupyter Lab. Once I understand some of the source code, and then I try to modify the source code, and then I'm doing this whole pointing, they give me time to see what I can help me. I was lost and needed answer. I feel excited and happy to wake up in the morning and my day. So I feel like I'm doing something of value. Whatever the job, I feel a deep sense of gratitude for being able to help and serve people. I feel like I'm giving back and giving people my unique idea, ability, and talent. I think it needs to be spread more widely across the country. This because it gave people who lack confidence to learn skill they need. Then we found this program where we can learn new skill and get hired if you pass their test. I'm really thankful that this kind of program exists.
Okay, you see that software developments, right? A lot of people think it's like they have to develop web or apps, right? Now, software development actually venture into developing some model for data science or even machine learning and AI, right? Especially AI for software development is a huge thing now, right? And this job landed this guy as a fresh graduate with a starting pay of ringgit Malaysia 4,000. right? So if you can develop something for AI. So this is the programs that we work with MDEC, right? You can see not only the to employer, not only that like you get the free trainings that the sponsored by MDEC, which is the government, you even get the salary subsidy, right? There's no reasons for employer to actually join these MyBit programs. So we have two type of programs here, which is the digital business services, right? As well as the digital tech apprentice programs. So you can see they have a different level of subsidy in terms of salary, in terms of durations, as well as the training subsidy. And the programs that we actually register with MDEC from application development, it actually range from Android, iOS, all the way to blockchain development, which is something which is in demand now. And then in terms of deep learning, deep tech, data science, IoT, AI. So we have Python's R, right? Data science, IoT, AI, and also deep learning program register, as well as the cybersecurity, right? So for these digital tech apprentice programs, technically it's like you need to reskill, right? The unemployed graduates, right, into the particular right jobs itself. So this program is much more longer. So our micro degree program is normally longer because of the reskilling. Upskilling of the tech graduate normally is like 5-10 days we can get it done. But then for this one, it's like you need about a month, right? A month, we have a program in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, right? Depends on what is your basic degree, as well as it's like whether you're coming from tech or non-tech program. So we can actually reskill you, right, to straight away to work in the employer organizations. Now, how we do this is like, because why we call it extreme employability is because this program is designed together with the employer. So it actually create a 100% best fit, right? So this is the good thing about it. And then if you go through the program, you pass the exam, immediately you can get the jobs, right? And then this one, we actually request the employer to work with MDEC, because it's like all this funding and all this subsidy will actually go to the employer directly, right? So if you're employer, right, so this is the program you must not miss, right? You must take these programs, because this is for you to help you to on the talent pipeline. Because nowadays, because of the scarcity of the digital talent, a lot of people try to pinch from each other. If you can pinch from other people can pinch from you as well. But if you do go to this program, you can create a group of more royal staff, because this is a fresh graduate and unemployed, and then they will actually appreciate that what you do for them. Like just now you see the video, right? They will very appreciate this program, and then they will stay in the company. So of course, other than the MDECs, right, we have other programs. That one you can check our website. We have a program with Benjana, which is the Pegeso, and also we have a program with HRDF. Okay, so that's all the sharing from me. This is my contact. If any employer or any job seeker outside there, if you're interested to know more about information, you can actually drop us an email. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato. Very informative. Ladies and gentlemen out there, please check out the 100% fee subsidy courses and certification that are relevant to software development by MDEC, MyWeed, Program Penjana Kerjaya 3.0, Scheme Bantuan Latihan Khas, and many more. Check out all this on the website. Okay, okay, we only have about 5 minutes left. So we have one question. Okay, with the trends of cloud adoption, software will be available as a service. What will be the career impact to software developers, given most of the solution will be made available at fraction of cost? Okay, I would like to invite Ms. Joon to maybe share your opinion on this.
Okay, sure. Thanks, Sofia. So if you think about the economics of it, right, this is actually a good thing, because if price comes down, that means more people would be able to afford the technology solution, and therefore volumes will increase. So from business perspective, it's good, right? And then you could go cross-border. There is no need to be stuck in one particular location as of on-prem services, right? So, and that's how we would think about it. That's how unicorn is being made. So the thing I would say is this is actually a good phenomenon. And but my advice is don't worry about the cost, but worry more about the value. So if you are a software developer and you're working in an organization, even though you could be a new entry, ask what value are you doing? What pain points, what problem statement are you trying to solve by you contributing to the development of this software? Because if you drive that value, then the money will come. So it's very important to understand the requirements and ask those questions regardless of what level you are. It doesn't mean that you need to be the founder or the senior management to be able to understand that. At each level, there should be a very clear understanding and line of sight in terms of what value your software is trying to solve or to develop. Yeah? So that would be my advice on this. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chuah, you want to add?
Yeah, sure. Like what the Dato Eric mentioned just now, actually the software development, we as a frontliner in the technology, we need to stay competitive. We need to try our best to adopt to the latest technology. Instead of we scare of the fraction of the cost for the cloud technology, I would like to say that we treat it as an opportunity to grow and even to make your business better. Like when looking into the so-called the cloud technology, it doesn't only help you in the saving the cost, but it actually also helping your business to grow more effective and more efficient. Like as a software engineer, I used to be a software engineer. When I try to use the cloud technology, we actually will find out that by using the cloud technology, it even more secure in terms of the security wise. Then if let's say talking about the effectiveness, like because that for previously what we do as a software engineer, we used to be publish all the thing into our own server. But using the cloud technology, like just like what Ms. Joon said, is actually borderless. We can publish it at anywhere at any time, and whenever we publish, then the products can just directly go into the market to let everyone to know. Then and other than that, we're talking about the cost reducing with the high cost efficiency, like the company not only to save the money in the infrastructure side, but they can actually allow the cloud actually allow them to use the software feature or maybe the platform like the so-called on-demand basis, like whenever you use only you pay. So this is actually one of the main reason that why the business actually choosing to use the cloud technology today. Yeah. So that's my add-on. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chuah. Okay, there's one question. I think I want to ask Mr. Vimal. Okay, you are the insurance company. So what are the obstacles do you have when you run in a software development project, and how do you deal with them?
Okay. So I can come with two things, right? One is tangible and non-tangible benefit. So when it comes to cost saving, all this, I will take it as a speed, cost, and quality, whatever that I want to deliver. I'll always convince my stakeholders what I need to do, rather than what I need to do, what does the organization need. I always look at the add value, whether to the customer, is it adding value, or is it to the organization adding value, or is it that something that I want to do for the sake of I know it, right? So always get aligned with the organization's goal. So understand first, because the voice of CEO, that's what I presented earlier in my slide. So I need to know what is the goal, what is the vision, what is the mission. Then only I can create a waterfall kind of goal, which is achievable. I can put that tomorrow I can achieve AI, but is it workable? So I have to put a right strategy in place and get the right people on board to help support and deliver what I've dreamed. So that is now how I tackle my obstacle and also challenge when it comes to the organization goal, stakeholders, my partners, and so on. That's how I tackle.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Vimal. Okay, one final question. This is addressed to Dato Eric. Is there an appointment contract bounded for the employee after they undergo the full training? If yes, how long?
Well, it depends who fund the trainings, right? If let's say the government fund the trainings, right, there is no bond, right? So especially like now, if you applying my week, right? So most of the company will not apply the bond because the whole trainings and the salary subsidy is by the government. But of course, if let's say some of the program we're working with the employer and is funded by the employer, I think it will be only fair, right? But the employer will have like 1 to 2 years bond with you. And then to the job seeker, I think you don't need to worry about all these things because it's like 1-2 year pass is very fast, right? We start the pandemic last year, right? Now it's 1.5 year gone already. So it's just passed like that, right? So on this one, but Sofia, if let's say I just want to add in something is like regarding the first 2 questions, which I can answer it together, right? For the using of the clouds as well as the solving the problem. So our program for the micro degree, we actually embedded design thinking, right? And we do a lot of entrepreneurship trainings, right? The software developer, you need to solve the real world problem. You need to understand the problem itself first, right? You can't create a solution that no one wants to use. So this is something we always tell the software developers is like, you are software developer, you are there to solve problem, right? Not like just doing things for fun, right? It's of course you can do it for fun, right? So that's why we actually embedded this in the program, allow you to solve it. And then, why using cloud? Because it's like in the past, it's like you want to become an AI software developer, it's impossible. Where you can find the supercomputer? AI, you need a lot of computing power, but because of the cloud, it makes everything possible, right? So that means anyone now can become an AI software developer because of the cloud. You have a huge computing power and you can make it work any point in time, right? So this is my feedback for all the questions.
Thank you, Dr. Eric. Thank you to all my distinguished speakers. So time's up for us for this session. My last word from MDEC as the world shifts towards digitalization, we here at MDEC have the responsibility to help ensure that Malaysians are able to adapt accordingly. So we here at MDEC also believe that it is our responsibility to prepare the people for the future and have prepared a series of programs that can help Malaysians prepare for the digital future ahead. So please check out our MDEC website. Thank you again to all our distinguished speakers today, and thank you the audience for attending this session. It was a very pleasure to have the speakers here with us today. So this concludes our webinar. Be sure to visit our website at www.mydigitalworkforce.com to look for job vacancies, webinar session, and other satellite events. Enjoy the rest of the My Digital Workforce Week webinar. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Sofia, and all our panel members for those great presentations on the careers in software development and the government initiatives to kickstart our morning. Thank you, everyone. We will now be moving to our next session of the day. It will begin very shortly, so do click join session and also complete the survey after each session for us to continuously serve you better. And visit the hashtag #MyDigitalWorkforceWeek at www.digitalworkforceweek.my, where we've got 5,000 jobs available from 100 companies across industries. For more information, it's all included there in the comment section on the right. See you in a bit. Thank you.